In 1913, a Burnside town marshal survived a bullet to the back of his neck. For 6 weeks, he lived with the wound. Then, as his condition worsened, Marshal John Coomer reportedly made one final and extraordinary request: "Do not charge the man who shot me with my death." The reason may have been even more surprising. The two men had once been friends, but Coomer was not the only person who lost his life because of what happened that day. What began with an arrest at the Burnside Railroad Station became a deadly pursuit, a hostage situation on the Cumberland River, an armed fugitive hiding inside a cave, and a manhunt that continued for months. This is the story of Burnside City Marshal John Coomer. End of watch, Wednesday, October 1st, 1913. On August 18, 1913, a man named Josh Tarter returned to Burnside after traveling to Somerset with a friend. Contemporary newspapers described Tarter as a former moonshiner and reported that he appeared intoxicated when he stepped from the train. Waiting near the station was Burnside Marshal John Coomer. Coomer had served as marshal for 18 years. By 1913, he would have been approximately 52 years old and was one of the community's most experienced public officials. Marshal Coomer placed Tarter under arrest and began taking him toward the town jail. But before they arrived, Tarter produced a pistol. He fired at close range, striking Coomer in the back of the neck. The earliest newspaper account described the injury as a flesh wound. Other reports, published only days later, warned that Coomer might not survive it. With the marshal wounded, Tarter ran. Tarter fled toward the Burnside ferry with a group of citizens in pursuit. When he reached the river, he forced the ferryman at gunpoint to push away from the bank and carry him across. The people pursuing him could do little but watch. Some were armed, but firing toward the boat risked striking the ferryman. Then, from the moving ferry, Tarter turned and fired toward the people gathered on the shore. One of the bullets struck John Fitzgerald, a Burnside councilman and respected local businessman. Fitzgerald died instantly. He reportedly left behind a wife and 10 children. 6 days passed. Then a Burnside surgeon was called to a cave near the mouth of Pittman Creek to treat a wounded man. That man was Josh Tarter. He had been struck in the right leg and left arm. Reports said the wounds had left a long trail of blood following his escape. But Tarter was not alone. 2 heavily armed companions were reportedly inside the cave with him, along with a considerable supply of ammunition. Somerset Police Chief H. Weddle located the fugitive, but Tarter issued a warning: he would not be taken alive. While the search continued, John Coomer struggled with the wound in his neck. On October 1st, 1913, 6 weeks after the shooting, Marshal Coomer died from its effects. The Officer Down memorial page recognizes his death as a line-of-duty death caused by gunfire. He had served Burnside for 18 years. His wife and 8 children survived him. Yet, according to later accounts, Coomer did not spend his final hours demanding vengeance. Instead, he reportedly asked that Tarter not be charged in connection with his death. Coomer and Tarter had known one another. They had once been friends. Maybe he forgave him. Maybe he understood that justice and mercy do not always fit neatly together. Tarter remained at large well into 1914. Records show he was eventually captured, convicted in Fitzgerald's death, and sentenced to 5 years in prison. He was never prosecuted for Marshal Coomer's death per the marshal's request. John Coomer's story did not end there. In 2024, the Burnside City Council approved a resolution honoring Coomer alongside 3 other fallen marshals. His legacy is measured by 18 years of service. Marshal John Coomer survived the initial attack, but ultimately gave his life for his duty. Before his watch ended, he chose mercy. John Coomer, Burnside City Marshal. End of watch, October 1st, 1913. Follow for more hometown heroes and forgotten stories from Southern Kentucky. Like and share to help keep our local history alive and to ensure that the people who serve these communities are not forgotten.